Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your weekly dose of celestial goodness. Wow, the last several weeks have been so inspiring, enlightening, and have opened my eyes to the possibilities for life, for all of our lives. And I just want to say thank you, as always, for joining me in this space. We have gone on an incredible journey from learning how to create a sacred space for ourselves and how to carve some peace amidst all of the chaos. We have journeyed through the elements of air, fire, earth, water, and spirit. And we have absorbed the abundant lessons that we can learn from nature. How does that feel? For me, it feels incredibly wonderful, especially since I took a step out of fear and out of my comfort zone to create these videos. So thank you for being here with me. Looking back over the past few weeks actually led me to this week's topic. I created this space, like I said, after a lot of things in my own life had been canceled. I had the time, I didn't have anywhere to go, and I had no more excuses about why I couldn't do take action on my dreams. This week, we're going to talk about life after disappointment. I've heard a lot of people say that 2020 is canceled. And while this whole year could probably be summed up in the word disappointment, I urge us to look further, to look deeper, and to really think about what it means for our life when disappointment happens. The dictionary defines disappointment as sadness or displeasure at the non-fulfillment of one's hopes or expectations. Is this something that you felt in your life? I can't imagine anybody who's in their 30s or 40s or older getting to that point without having faced at least one thing that was disappointing. And is this something that you felt this year? I know that I have. I am one of those people. I have my calendar planned out as far as I can see, and that's partially because I love experiences. I love to savor a delicious meal with the people I love and care about while having great conversations. I love to laugh. I love to sing loudly in the car and in the shower and anywhere that I can. And I love to dance. I also love to read. But I think I just actually love to see and feel books as much as I love to read. And that means for me, being in a bookstore is just like being with a treasure chest, So I can sit amongst the books just paging through them until I feel the one that feels right in my hand. And I can almost feel the book saying to me, "Take me home." Now I have tons of other books at home, but I probably will leave with that book. So I can't refuse the call of a good book. I love to go to the movies, and I love live music and theater. There's just a feeling that sits with me hearing live music or being at the theater, and I just feel that it's such a powerful, profound, and just beautiful experience. And I appreciate the hours that the performers took honing their craft to deliver this moment. I also really love to travel. If you know me, you know that's a big thing for me. I love airports, nice hotels, waking up in a new place and wondering what I'll see. And I love that no matter where I am in the world, people are dealing with the same issues. And they're all still trying to find ways to live and love life. So, you can probably imagine my great disappointment when in March everything came to a screeching halt and things are just being canceled left and right. I had gatherings with friends planned, or a reunion trip with some of my friends of 20 years. We were going to Comic-Con. I had trips to Thailand and the UK planned with my love. And so my heart hurt a lot to know that, all of these things that I was so looking forward to doing, the expectation was so high, they just were all canceled. My own disappointment was mild, though, in comparison with the people who suddenly found themselves out of work or in the midst of illness, loss, and grief. Often, disappointment doesn't come by itself. As the days turn into weeks and months, I have asked myself this question many times. What is this year 2020 trying to teach us? Rest, recharge, move in a new direction, tend to our health, spend time on the things that matter, things that we've put aside. All of these things, perhaps. But also, once we've regrouped from the disappointment, we must ask the question, what can we learn from disappointment? In looking back at my own life, each time that I have felt profound disappointment, and I have, somewhere down the line, I could see that those previous painful moments were paving the way for something better for me. And it's not just me. I'm sure that if you pause and look at your own life, that you'll see that there was a moment where your disappointment was so palpable, but then later it had paved the way for something greater, something better for you. Many famous people have recounted their own tales of how disappointment spurned some of the amazing moments in their life. There is a saying, man plans and God laughs. We may plan for things to go a certain way, but we must realize that things won't always go according to plan. Sometimes the stars are aligning in ways that we do not expect, yet we must always expect that life is conspiring on our behalf. A few examples from my own life. I graduated law school in 2008 at the height of a global recession. I wanted to practice immigration law, but firms are closing left and right, and it just seemed that no one was hiring. I sent out over 300 letters and resumes across the country, and every day my mailbox was just filled with rejection letters. I cried, but I picked myself up and I kept trying. I ultimately made the decision to leave my home state of Wisconsin and my comfort zone and move to the East Coast. Not only did I obtain a career that I enjoy immensely, but I also saw how that disappointment was meant to push me and propel me outside of my comfort zone so that other things would line up. It also created, like I said, this domino effect of life events. We can talk about some of those at another time. I've also experienced major relationship disappointments. These led to some pretty major heartaches and really some deep soul searching. With each failed relationship, I received much needed clarity about what I wanted, what I would not stand for, and where I needed to heal in my own life. Healing is often messy, painful, and you come face to face with yourself in a way that a lot of people avoid because it is work. When I was able to strip away everything, and I mean everything, that I thought I wanted and everything that I knew about myself, I discovered me. The authentic me. With therapy and with other magical tools, including my love of unicorns, I developed a very deep relationship with the divine and with myself. This ultimately led me to a healthy and beautiful relationship. So I have no regrets about any of the past disappointments because they are all stepping stones, all building blocks, helping me to get to a future point. My disappointments, I found, were also tied to my ego. I felt that if I didn't achieve a certain thing or if I failed at something, I would be exposed. People would see me and judge me harshly. But I was the one judging myself. I was my own worst critic. In this life, we will fall. But we must never stay down. You have to get back up. We have to get back up. Someone once said, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived moving forward. So, how do we get from this point of disappointment to the point of transforming and transmuting that experience into something good? My first tip is to sit with the emotion. Don't cast your feelings away. Each one is valid. As a human being, as human beings, we are granted a wide spectrum of emotions. Each of them provides us with an important message. So disappointment can usually be accompanied by sadness, anger, or denial. Feel those things, but don't stay too long in the emotions that drain your energy for moving forward. Second, be kind to yourself. Don't take disappointment as a reflection of who you really are. You're still smart, you're still beautiful, you're still funny, you're still courageous, and you are still able to move forward. 3, do a SWOT analysis. In business, SWOT, SWOT, means strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Business usually use this as part of their strategic plan to figure out who are their competitors, what are opportunities they have for growth. I think this is a useful tool for humans as well. I just change weaknesses to areas for development and threats to unknown factors. What are your strengths? Where do you need more training? Certifications, healing, therapy? What are the opportunities that you can see? What do you want? And what are some factors to consider? When I graduated from law school, like I said, the economy was a big unforeseen factor. Or could it be another person's issues? Does someone else have something they need to heal? And is it timing? I'm a big believer in divine timing. Some of the things we want are not ready for us, and we're not ready for them. It's like growing up on an island, you learn about the fruit season. Some things are green fruit. If you eat it, it'll hurt your belly. So wait until your fruits have ripened. 4th, keep moving forward. Try again, try something else, or make your own opportunities. No one can take away what's in your mind, your vision, so you can use that to move forward. 5th, get the energy out in a productive way. Exercise, meditate, spend time in nature to clear your mind. 6th, realize that what happened may not just be about you. We're all connected like a spider web across this great planet. Sometimes you are the stepping stone in another person's destiny. My friend Desi always says to me, you don't know what role you play in the grand scheme of things. She always says, do you think Dr. King's grandma knew that her grandson would change this nation? No. So you don't know that the disappointment you face today is the stepping stone for something in the larger picture. 7th, believe in yourself. Know that you are worthy and deserving of good things, healthy relationships, good opportunities, and a good life. These are just a few ways to move forward after disappointment. I do believe, like Oprah, that disappointment is life's way of moving us in another direction. This might be a delay, but it is not a denial of who you are truly meant to be, what you are meant to do and what you are capable of. Our birthright is triumph. So, I believe that for you. I'm sending you so much love, so much positive vibrations. Have a love-filled week. Have a beautiful week. I love you. I'm always going to say that because I do this so that you can feel that love and feel inspired to take action on your own visions and to know that you have a purpose here. As always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share this with everyone and anyone. I really appreciate it. Thank you.